That's like perfection.
Fruit has too much fruit in it.
But I am nervous.
This is the before.
Here's my trick to not over tweeze your brow. Just got done working out in my exercise room. I usually go to the gym on Mondays, but I've got a lot of work to do sitting at my desk. So I decided to just work out here. And I'm so thankful that I have this room to be able to do it. Some of you have asked me to show you some of the things I do, like with the weights. I'm a little reluctant to show you only because I am so not educated or proficient or professional, or I know nothing. I'm just copying what I've seen on different accounts, like on Instagram and YouTube. And one of the first things I do if I'm working out here is I need to get warmed up a little bit. So I go on my trampoline and make a total fool of myself. I'll just put some worship music on. I do like to do upbeat, like it needs to be upbeat, but I do like to listen to Christian worship music. So it just gets me in the right mindset. I'll put that on pretty loud. I have one of these Bose speakers. Actually, my kids got it for my husband. It's Bluetooth. It actually has pretty decent sound. I have no idea if this could be linked. I'll link it if I can, because they bought it so many years ago. So who knows if this is something I can link. But we've been happy with it. My husband's been happy with it. And I'll just jump on the trampoline for a song or two just to get my body warmed up so I'm not just going cold into working out. Then I get the weights out. A couple of my favorite moves. This first one is, I learned it on the internet. So I don't have a clue what it's called. I do 10-pound weights. I'm thinking about going up to 12. That's why I love this set, because this set has 10, 12, 15, 20. So it's a lot of times it goes 10 to 15. So having it go to smaller increments means 10 to 12 isn't such a huge difference. And basically, you just spread your legs as something comfortable. I angle my feet out. I think someone said to do that. If you're a professional, feel free to tell me I'm doing something wrong, but only if you're a professional. If you know nothing like me, don't be chiming in here. But basically you just go back and forth and you just alternate putting the weight down and up, and it helps with your arms, it helps with your hips, your inner thighs. It's like a whole body movement, and that's why I like it. So I do 3 sets of 12 for that. And then I think it's called a Romanian deadlift, but I'm not positive on this. I take 2 20-pound weights, so I'm lifting 40 pounds. And I just graduated up to that. Basically, the idea is you stand up and go back down, and you're supposed to keep the weights really close to your legs, and you're supposed to hinge your butt, like so that it's hard to describe, but you don't want to just bend forward. You want to actually hinge back. And if you do this right, you will feel this going all the way up, your back of your legs, all through your butt. It's a very good, effective move. If I do this, and when I graduated up to the 20 pounds, the back of my legs were a little sore for a few days, and I love that feeling. So I do 3 sets of at least 10. When I went up to the 20 pounds, 10 was all I could do. I'm trying to get up to 12. I do some arm things, and I do the 20-pound, and I don't know what this is called either, but you spread your legs a little bit, you angle the feet out a little bit, and you go up and down, kind of like a squat, but the movement targets the inside of your leg. Again, don't know if I'm doing it right. And I do some other things in there. That's not it. I do some arms, like up and down with the back of my arms and things like that. So how many times can I say things like that? It takes me about a half hour to 45 minutes to get through everything, because you rest in between, drink water, that kind of thing. Don't follow my workout. I know nothing. But a few of you asked me kind of what I'm doing if I do it at home. So that's what I do at home. And then I try to go for a walk. So tonight I am on my own for dinner. Doug is actually golfing. He is golfing for a fundraiser for a camp that our kids went to, actually. It's called New Life Island, and it's a Christian camp, and it's literally on an island in the Delaware River. But they're golfing up in the Poconos, and it's like all day. He won't be home till like 9 o'clock tonight. So he was excited to go. His friend came with him, and it's a whole fundraiser. So tonight I'm on my own. So I'm having roasted broccoli. No, what's that? Cauliflower. No, I'm not going to eat all of that. I have this, and then whatever I have and leftovers will be for lunches. And this beef that I get at Costco, I'll put a picture in here. I love this stuff, but I forgot to take it out. I hate it when I do that. I forgot to take it out of the freezer, so now I'm trying to thaw it on the stovetop. Okay, I seriously could eat this whole thing, honestly. Ugh, that's like perfection, right? Yum. And then the beef. This stuff is amazing tasting. Like, it is really, really good. If you guys go to Costco, it is worth it to buy this. So just those two things for dinner, and then maybe some fruit, but not much. If I eat fruit later in the night or like after dinner, I literally get up to pee like 3 or 4 times in the night. Fruit has too much fruit in it. Fruit has too much fruit. Fruit has too much water in it. So I just have to be careful. But I had heard that kiwi right before bed helps you sleep. They say to eat one of these and somehow it helps you sleep. So I'm gonna give it a go. I also am very into watching Call the Midwife. Have you guys seen Call the Midwife? It's on, well, it was on PBS. I'm watching it on Netflix. I'm actually rewatching it. My husband thinks I'm crazy because I do this, but I love to rewatch shows as long as it's a good show. And I have to watch it when Doug's not here because he does not like it at all. He's like, all I hear every time you're watching it is, because it's women having babies all the time. He's like, good grief, the stress level watching this. Well, good morning. I'm just getting my skin care done. You might remember that a couple of years ago, I was planning on going to a Bible study at my church. And I was nervous because if you're new around here, I do have a bit of social anxiety. Not crippling by any stretch. And you wouldn't think that because I'm on here, but remember, I'm here by myself. So new situations with nobody I know is hard for me. And I get very nervous. I have been known to say really stupid things in this situation. Like really stupid things. Like I later go, what were you thinking? Oh, I can't even, the stories I could tell you. Anyways, I don't want to relive my worst memories, some of my worst memories of stupid things I've said. I ended up not going to that Bible study, not because of my social anxiety, but because I got the time wrong. I found out that it was like at night instead of during the day and whatnot. My friend Kari told me that her church was starting a Tuesday night Bible study. Would I want to go with her? So I thought about it, and actually I prayed about it. And you would think God would always say, yes, go to the Bible study. But I do believe he has certain things for us to do. And those of you who are not Christians are probably going to be like, what? I don't get it, which is fine. I prayed about it, and I felt like God was saying, yes, this is your choice. Like you could go or not go. And I believe God does give us choices sometimes. Sometimes he's very emphatic. This is what you need to go do or go to or whatever. And I believe sometimes he says, it's up to you. Either way is good. I told Kari I would go. Just putting some lotion on the back of my arms. I'm trying to get the bumps, the KP, whatever this is here. I always forget the name of it. So I'm using Remedy for spots, body bumps. spots. You can tell I'm nervous because I'm rambling. I ramble when I'm nervous, and that's why I get in trouble because I say stupid stuff. I am nervous to go, but it's much easier to go with Kari. Now, here's the thing. It might end up not happening, not the Bible study itself, but Kari's not feeling well. She texted me last night. She's like, I'm not feeling real good. So I don't know if she went to work. I'm going to text her. So it might not happen. I will not go without her. It's not my church. So that would feel weird to just show up at a church that's not my church, their Bible study. Of course, they won't care. They would be like, welcome, which is lovely, of course. But I will. That would be very hard for me to do. So we will see. I'm going to act like I'm going. It's like get makeup on and all that stuff because I want to be prepared to go. But I am nervous. Do any of you suffer from social anxiety? And I shouldn't say suffer because I don't really have a debilitating case of it. Like if I really have to do something, I will do it. But I won't be like, oh, yay, let's go. Today is just going to be a harder day for me just because of my own nerves. But I'm hoping we can go tonight because I'd like to get over the hump. And I hope I like it enough to keep going. Well, I just heard from my friend Kari. She's not feeling well, so no Bible study tonight. So I was just about to I was sitting down here at my makeup table to get some makeup on. I'm going to film a video, and I thought, okay, I'll film a video and then I'll be ready for tonight because I'll have makeup on. What I think I'm going to do is put some makeup on, film it, obviously, and then text Doug and say, we have a coupon for a restaurant near us. Let's go out to dinner because I'll have a full face of makeup on. Well, Doug got home and we seriously talked about possibility of going to the restaurant, but I am honestly not hungry. I'm just not hungry. I ate lunch a little bit late today and he was willing to go, but we're just going to kind of do leftovers on our own. I'm going to eat later. I'm kind of sad I'm not going tonight. I'm not upset at all, and I certainly wouldn't go on my own, but I actually am a little sad, which is weird for me. I was also looking forward to seeing Kari, and I'm hoping she's okay, but she's like, I feel terrible. I don't want to go anywhere. I'm like, yeah. I'm putting makeup on. I put on brows and stuff just to ride. But I wanted to say that if I'm going to do anything where I need my mascara to look good for a long time and I could possibly be sweating, this is the one I choose. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous in Waterproof. This one always lasts the entire day. I'm sure there are exceptions. Maybe, I don't know, if I rubbed my eyes or something like that, I'm sure it would smudge or flake or something. But most of the time, I have been very happy that I wore this one. So I definitely recommend it if you do something where you need to look good while you sweat. And it gives a nice natural look. I didn't do 2 layers, I just did 1. But I also do not put it on the bottom lashes because obviously if I'm going to sweat, that's what's going to touch first is underneath my eyes. So that's another little hack. No bottom lashes and only 1 coat. Okay, I'm here at the hairdressers and let's get a before. Take this out. All I did after working out and shower was blow it upside down and brush it. So I've done nothing to my hair besides get it dry. This is the before. So much better. Although my hair just naturally goes down in my face. It's just the way my hair grows. I wish it didn't, but it does. That's why on videos, like I'm doing makeup videos and stuff, I have to put my hair back. It'll just do this the whole time. And the way she does my hair, it always does it even more. All she did today was color in my roots, so yay. And then she glazed it, that's it. No highlights because we go every other time because it's just too damaging on my hair. I can't see you guys, it's like I'm cousin it. So I'm getting ready this morning. It's Sunday, we're about to go to church, and I wanted to show you one of my tricks for tweezing brows and not over tweezing. I will get my 10 times zoom mirror, which if you do not have one of those, you need one. Here's my trick. Do your brows completely without any gel though. So just fill them in, shape them, get them all blended. Make sure they're looking even. So my first trick is to go back and kind of look at, does it look like it's the same shape? Now, most people's brows are not identical. I have this brow tends to be farther down than this brow. This brow ends here. This one, I bring it down to match it, but it actually ends like up here. So I try to even them out, and that comes with practice. But one of the things you can do is just go back, look in your mirror from farther away, and just kind of go, okay, do they kind of look the same? Once you've gotten them to the shape that you would ideally love, that's when you go take your tweezer and look at anything outside of that line and basically tweeze outside of the lines. That is one of the best tricks I have learned, because then I don't over tweeze. I don't end up taking out a brow hair that I actually want it to be there. And when we're over 50 and you over tweezed back in the 90s, brow hairs are precious. We want to keep them there. So that's just my little trick that works. You would be surprised which ones just really don't work, where I thought, oh, there's a hair there, I want to keep it. But when I actually do my brows, it doesn't look good because it's really outside of the area that I would want it to be. I would never bring my brow color down to that area. Another trick of mine, if you see ones that are sticking off of your head, now sometimes just go ahead and tweeze them. Like sometimes they're just so unruly, and I do have those because my brows generally are just very unruly. But sometimes it's a really big one, and if I take it out, it's very noticeable. Again, some people just choose to tweeze it. Sometimes I'll just choose to cut it in half. Get yourself a pair of one of these kind of scissors. They're great because they curve, so it makes it easy for you to get around and cut, like especially if it's going this way, to cut going that way instead of going straight across. So these are great. I will link these below. You guys know I always link things. But if something's sticking straight out, I'll look in my mirror and I'll literally just cut that one in half. So the hair is technically there and it's technically still sticking straight out, but it's just not as noticeable because it's shorter. So I just keep cutting that one hair, and sometimes I just get annoyed with it and tweeze it out. Another trick. So many tricks. All right, we are on our way to church. I'm gonna close out this vlog. I hope you guys have a good one. I'll link another vlog at the end of this one. I'll see you maybe in that one or another one. God bless.